Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is all set to meet US President Donald Trump on Friday and says that the meeting could bring an end to the ongoing war with Russia. Listen to this.
We have already prepared our part of the homework before the meeting with President Trump, the military part and also our economic part. All the details, everything is there. The agenda of our meeting with the President of America is very meaningful, and I thank everyone who helps. This can really bring the end of the war closer. It is the United States that has the ability to have such global influence, and we are doing everything to ensure that others in the world are on the same side with us in this work.
Ukraine is seeking a deal for cruise missiles, advanced air defense systems, joint drone production and Tomahawk missiles. On the ground, fighting continues, with Russian Defense Ministry claiming troops have taken control of 2 settlements in Ukraine's east. Russia is also intensifying its strikes on Ukraine's power grid, leading to emergency blackouts across Kiev and other regions. State operator Ukrenergo said that repair work is underway but urged civilians to conserve power. On Wednesday, Russia warned of an intensified intelligence presence near its borders, claiming that NATO was stepping up surveillance in the region. A joint NATO-EU push is underway to counter the growing drone threat from Russia, with the EU proposing a continent-wide drone wall to secure airspace along its eastern border by 2027.
Friends, this war was never about the fate of just one nation. President Putin's aggression is not confined to Ukraine. Drone incursions into Poland, violations of Estonia's airspace, election interference in Moldova. A secure Europe needs a strong Ukraine, and security for all our nations starts in Ukraine.
NATO allies are also pledging billions more in military aid and support under a US-led weapons initiative. 10 additional NATO countries have signed on, with US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth calling on more nations to contribute.
Now, if this war does not end, if there is no path to peace in the short term, then the United States, along with our allies, will take the steps necessary to impose costs on Russia for its continued aggression. If we must take this step, the U.S. War Department stands ready to do our part in ways that only the United States can do.
And Germany unveiled a military aid package for Ukraine worth €2 billion that will focus on strengthening Kiev's air defense and drone capabilities. While the UK is tightening sanctions on Russia, targeting oil giants Rosneft and Lukoil and dozens of shadow fleet tankers. Lithuania, on the other hand, announced that it will increase its defense spending next year to 5.38% of its GDP, crossing the 5% threshold which has been demanded from NATO members by Trump.